This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and it is currently 7:17. I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning. Had to go with my sister to drop her off at the airport, and then I got home. Let's see, we headed to the airport around 5 something. So I had to do some stuff at my aunt's house, and then went to the airport. Then she got dropped off. Drove home. Stopped by 7-Eleven. Got home maybe 45-50 minutes ago or so, at least an hour ago. And I can't go back to sleep, so I might as well do this video while it's on my mind. Now, during the Team Green podcast, we talked about system sellers, and I made a point of saying how I don't think certain games are system sellers. So I wanted to kind of give a better definition and a clear reason as to why I said what I said, because it's an interesting topic. I think not everybody feels the same about this, and I can understand that. I do understand UTX's point about how if it makes you want to buy a game, it's a system. It's a system seller, and to a degree, yeah, I agree with that. But when I speak system seller, I'm talking about. Okay, let me just give you my definition of what I think a system seller is. A system seller to me is a game that is identified with the console or platform that the platform that it's provided on. Best example I can give is the Nintendo titles. When you think of Super Mario, you identify that with Nintendo. When you think of Zelda, you identify it. And those are things that have been established as, key, products when associating, when selling the Nintendo. When I want to sell someone a Nintendo, I am going to first off read off the games like Zelda, like, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Pokemon. Those are the things, because for years they've been established as the premier titles on that platform. It's just like with PlayStation, I'm going to sell that to somebody, I'm going to say God of War, I'm going to say Uncharted, and it's funny because Sony has a way of shutting down system sellers. It seems like with every generation there's a new system seller, in my opinion, with Sony. I remember PS2, the system seller probably would have been like SOCOM, Jack and Dax and Jack. Why can't I say the name? It shows I need to go to sleep. Jack and Daxter, stuff like that. That was the PS2. PS1, you would say stuff like, Parappa, Crash Bandicoot, things like that. So it seems like with every new console, Sony finds a new system seller. And I'm curious to see what that is. It's like there's always that bridging product, like how God of War bridged from 2 to 3 and what have you, and like how Uncharted is bridging from 3 to 4. I'm wondering what's going to be the new thing that's going to rise and become the system, seller. I mean, system sellers to me are kind of like mascots in their own way. Is that, with Halo, you see Master Chief, you immediately go Xbox. That's where that's the one-to-one association. I think that's why I feel like a system seller has to be something that is readily identifiable with the console. Now, there are exceptions. Like I said, Grand Theft Auto was an exception for PlayStation 2 because console-wise, it was the only place you could play it. Or how like Final Fantasy 7 kind of was a system seller for the PS1 because it was the only place you could play that game. I think there was at a time you might have been able to say that with Mass Effects, Although with Mass Effects, I don't necessarily see that as a system seller, only because, at least from the outside looking in, I never felt like people purchased the 360 because of that. I mean, I think, you know, again, there are people out there who will buy it because they want to play that game. I mean, I didn't buy it, but I could see myself buying it because I'm into those type of games. But I never saw Mass Effect as like a flagship title for Xbox One, or at least they never treated it in my mind like a flagship title. And of course, now that it's been available on all platforms, like the rumored 4 coming to Xbox One as an exclusive, I think it's kind of diluted. The same thing with the next Tomb Raider game. It's kind of diluted because, like with the Tomb Raider game, you know that it's timed exclusive. You kind of have a feeling like this Mass Effect one, if it were to be a release on Xbox One first, that's what it would be. Released there first, and then come to the PlayStation platform later. I think it's lost its identity with the brand. It may have had it with the first one and with 2, but after it was released on different platforms, I think it's lost its identity as a system seller. And that's why I don't think it's a system seller, or why I don't think Tomb Raider is a system seller. Again, I'm sure there's many people out there who will be willing to buy it just to play a certain game, but it's not the selling point for the system. I don't think it's ever going to be that, what it's, you know, Tomb Raider. I don't think Tomb Raider is ever going to be that title that's going to make people say, hey, I got, you know, you want a reason why to get an Xbox, this is it. You know, no, I just don't think it's going to have that identity with it. You know, just like there was a time where Tomb Raider was only on PlayStation. We don't identify Tomb Raider with PlayStation no more because it got on all platforms. And that kind of dilutes the system, the power of it being a quote-unquote system seller. So let's see if I can break this down as easily as possible now that I've explained it. System seller to me is a title that you readily identify with the brand when marketing it, when selling it to someone, when giving people a reason to purchase it. It's a constant. Usually system sellers are constants. They're not just like, okay, this year it's exclusive, then the next time it's not. No, it's something that has been established as one of the, you know, premier titles featured on that platform. And that's how I view a system seller. You know, it has to have some type of lineage to it in my mind for it to be a system seller, or at least be marketed as if it's this, you know, one thing that makes this system unique in comparison to the competition. Gears makes Xbox unique in comparison to PlayStation. Uncharted makes PlayStation unique in comparison to the Xbox. You know, Zelda makes the Nintendo unique in comparison to Xbox. You know, and so on. That's what I mean by a platform seller or system seller. So hopefully that cleared it up a bit. If not, please, I'm open to the discussion. I would love to see what you guys think a system seller is as well. So please hit me up, give me your comments, and let me know what you think about it. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. I think I need to actually catch a quick nap now that I've let loose some energy by talking. I think this kind of, you know, helped calm me down so I can get some rest and then start my daily grind. But this will be going up sometime today anyway. Alright, y'all, I'm out of here. As always, hit me up, let me know what you think. Holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Peace.